Hi, my name is Marty Waterstraut. I'm the sales manager here at ididit Incorporated, and today we're going to talk about our steering columns and specifically how to identify our columns from the other ones that are on the market. We get phone calls almost every day here at ididit. People are asking us if they have our column or not. They don't really know. Maybe they bought it at a swap meet, maybe it was in a car that they bought, and unfortunately sometimes they get a column that they think is ours. Somebody may have misrepresented it. We don't really know sometimes, so we're going to go through a few things to show you how to find out if that really is an ididit column or not. Let's show you the box for starters. Okay, this is a steering column box. We ship all of our steering columns in a plain brown box like this one. They all have this red ididit logo printed on the side. If you've got a column that came in a plain white box or a box with an ididit sticker on the side of it, it's probably not an ididit steering column unless it came in a box like this one. Okay, this is the top of an ididit steering column box, and there are 3 stickers on this box. The top one shows our part number. It has a description, and then it has a barcode. That's for our uses for inventory. Below that is the serial number of the steering column. And then down at the bottom, there is an ididit Incorporated Made in the USA sticker. And everybody here at ididit is very proud of that fact. It's not just a saying or a slogan. We can promise you that every part and every one of our columns is made here in the United States. Okay, now let's take a look at some steering columns. This first one is what we refer to as a Gen 1 column. That just means it was built before 2006. There's a couple distinguishing features of this column that make it very easy to identify for us. Mainly is the shape of these 2 holes. This hole is where your turn signal lever goes in. The button below it is for the tilt lever. And they are very squared off, rectangle shaped holes. On the other side of the column is a hole for the 4-way flasher button. It threads in right here. The hole in the sleeve is round, and that is something that's very obvious on all ididit columns, is the round hole for the flasher button. Okay, now let's move forward and take a look at a newer or Gen 2 ididit column. This is a brand new ididit column, and one of the changes that we made on them was the holes for the turn signal lever and the tilt levers are now oval shaped as opposed to being squared off or rectangle like on the older ones. Again, for the 4-way flasher hole, it is still a round hole as it is on all ididit columns. There are other manufacturers out there of steering columns. Almost all of them use a D-shaped hole instead of the round one. The flat part of the D would be facing the top of the column. A good thing to look for in trying to figure out if it's our column or not. This is looking down inside the top of our steering column, and what we want to point out here is this sticker on the inside right here on the top. It's a small oval-shaped silver foil sticker. It says ididit on it, but right below where it says ididit, there's also a 6-digit serial number. That serial number corresponds with the one we showed you earlier on the top of the column box. With that number, we can look up when the column was sold. We can look up who it was sold to. It also tells us and you how many steering columns ididit has made in the last 27 years. This one happens to be number 258962, so over 258,000 columns. 2 other things to look for in trying to decide if this is an ididit column is the shape of this cone piece right here. Ours is flat for about 1 inch, and then it tapers down to the smaller diameter of the tube. Also notice that this is welded to the tube. On all of our universal columns, this is welded to it, making this one assembly and a very nice clean look for you. Other people have a cone that is just straight. Some of them actually are concave where it's dipped in here, but ours is about 1 inch flat, then it tapers. The other thing is the wire slot right here. Our wire slot runs up and down the tube. There's some other people out there that have wire slots that actually run sideways around the tube. A very easy thing to pick out to decide if it's our column or someone else's. Well, I hope this video helped you if this question should ever come up. If you have any other questions, you can always call us, or if you'd like, email us a picture of your steering column. We'll be happy to take a look at it and let you know if it's ours or if it's somebody else's. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again.